Blessings and peace to you. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Sunday, April 9th, 2023. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. And as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen. As simple as that. You can project something good to happen when you focus on what is good. When you focus on the things that you foresee happening versus the things you don't want to happen, then you can manifest it and project something good to happen versus focusing on all the negative things. Because focusing on the negative things, there are no benefits in that. I always talk about that because, look, we got enough negative things going on, and if we just focus on the positive things and manifest more positive, gracious, good actions, then we make each other better. So focus on what is good. Well, first and foremost, before I get started, I would like to say Happy Resurrection Day. I know a lot of people say Happy Easter. I say Happy Resurrection Day because I believe that Jesus died and rose again. So that's what I believe, and I know that some people believe different things, and it's okay. I'm not one to debate when it comes to beliefs, but I believe in Jesus. And so happy Resurrection Day. And for all of you that believe in, all that Easter bunny and eggs and all that stuff, that's cool. I have no problem with that either. But happy Resurrection Day. Let's not forget the goodness of God, the blessings of God, and why Jesus died. We got to remember that. So happy Resurrection Day. I hope that your day is filled with an abundance of goodness, gladness, and joy with love. If you are traveling for the holiday, if you are, taking a flight, on the road, whatever you're doing, make sure you are keeping yourself safe and wear your mask if you need to, especially on a flight. I usually wear my mask when I'm flying because, look, it's people from all over the world traveling through the airport, and you just never know. Germs are germs. I'm going to always wear my mask, especially when I'm in the airport. I may not wear it in other places, but I do wear it in the airport occasionally, especially if I'm up close to people. So anyway, use a hand sanitizer, and if you feel the need to wear your mask, do that too. But keep yourself safe and, keep your family safe. I always remind you of these things because I care. So if you would like to give to the podcast, please give at Cash App $SB FAVOR, SB Favor, $SB Favor at Cash App. You also can give at Venmo, and that is at SB Favor. I thank you so much for your support and your donations. You are the reason why I am still doing this. So please support the podcast and give. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing, and we got to keep expanding. So give to the podcast, and I appreciate your support and all that you do. Thank you. Well, I do have an inspirational quote for you today, and that is the reason why I decided to do it on this gracious, beautiful Resurrection Day. My inspirational quote is, "A new day must represent all things that are new about you. Walk in what is new and rid the old." Think about that inspirational quote for a second. Should I read it again? Yes, I'm going to read it again. A new day must represent all things that are new about you. Walk in what is new and rid the old. Every single day we wake up, it's a new day. It's a new sunrise. Everything's new. Everything is new. Think about that. We can never get back the day from last week or yesterday or last month or last year. We can't get that time back. But each day we wake up, It is a new day to experience something new. So at the top of the day, we must remember that it's a new day. It's a new day to do something new. Think about the word new. Because sometimes, saying it's a new day is kind of cliche, right? And don't look at it like that. Look at it in a literal sense. This is a new day. It's new. New for you to do something new, to be different than you were yesterday. When people say good morning to one another, it's a beautiful thing because you are projecting something to be according to what you say. Good morning. Good morning. It is a good morning. Good morning. Or people say good evening or good night. That's just it. Good. Words, excuse me, words have power. And because words have power, we get to say what we need to say, to see what we need to see, and experience what we need to experience. So a new day must represent something new about you. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, all things become old and God will make all things new. Now, it doesn't say it word for word, but it says something like that. All things become new. All things become new. God is always interested in doing something new. So each new day is an opportunity to be something better, be something new, do something new, project something new, and experience something new. Don't focus on the past to the point where it's controlling what you think, it's controlling how you act, it's controlling how you treat others. Don't focus on the past to experience that. Focus on the new. Whatever you didn't do last week, last month, last year, focus on the new of the now today, to do it today. Because you are here today, you can experience something new, something that you've never experienced before. So focus on the new. Focus on experiencing a new mindset, projecting new thoughts. Focus on the new. You can do that. You can do it because you are here to do it. And also think about this. When you think about the word new, I think about something that is refreshed. When you compare something that's old to something that's new is fresh. It's refreshed. It's fresh. So focus on what is new. Walk in what is new. And get rid of what's old. Get rid of what is old. Get rid of what is old that does not serve you anything that is good. Old thoughts, old habits, anything that does not serve you anything good that's old, get rid of it. What's the purpose of holding on to something that is old? What is the purpose? Ask yourself the question. All of us sometimes, we hold on to old things. It could be something as simple as an old pair of shoes. It could be anything. But if it's not serving you for the new that you want to experience, why are you holding on to it? Every day is an opportunity to do something new. And we can do something new by first projecting new thoughts. We have to get away from doing repetitive things that bring us no power. Because if we're doing something repetitive and it's not changing anything, it's not helping us, it's not progressing us, then why are we doing it? So a new day is an opportunity to experience something new. But you got to rid what is old. You know, unfortunately, some people, they live in the past as if the past was such an awesome time in their life, when the past sometimes could be a time that was not good at all. Now, I'm not talking about good memories you may have of something that you accomplished or something that served you something good. I'm talking about old memories of things that were not good. And then sometimes when people hold on to the past, it shapes their mind for the future. Something happened 10 years ago, they're still holding on to it based upon their attitude today. Something that happened 20 years ago or 5 years ago or last month, they're still holding on to it, and it's shaping their mindset and their attitude today. We're not supposed to do that. We are supposed to wake up by the will of God, the grace of God, and have a new attitude, a new mindset. If it's something good that happened last month, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, if it's something good, yeah, I would say you can meditate on that. You could think about that. You could focus on that, of course. But what happened when you was a child, if it didn't serve you anything that was good, and if you're focusing on it to the point now, it's shaping your mindset and your attitude to be bitter or hateful or unforgiving, why are you focusing on that? Why are you focusing on the things of your past that did not serve you anything that was good? Now, if you think about something that you have gone through and you gain wisdom and knowledge from it, that's healthy too. But if you are focusing on the old things of your life to the point where now it's stirring up unhealthy emotions, ask yourself the question, why are you focusing on your past? Yes, we have a memory. And yes, sometimes those things do come up in our mind, but you don't have to bask in it. When it comes up in your mind, something in your past comes up, something that you experienced that wasn't good. If it comes up in your mind, you could tell yourself, yes, I went through that and I conquered it. Yes, I went through that and I'm a new person today. That's what I tell myself. Because, all of us have a past. All of us have gone through things in our life that were not good. But every single day, we are made new. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, though the outward man perish, the new man, the inward man is being renewed day by day. That's what God does for us. It says, though the outward man perish, because our flesh, right? We're getting older. We're progressing into life and to just be older. And the body is literally passing, right? It's passing. And the new man, which is your inward person, that's the part that God is working on day by day. That part of you is being renewed day by day. I hope that makes sense to you, because I'm trying to make it as plain as I know, because I'm talking about how we should function every day, walking in newness in a new day, because every day is a new day. I'm going to say it again. The Bible scripture, it says, now I'm not quoting it word for word, but I'm going to say it the best way I know it. Though our outward man perish, yet our inward man is being renewed day by day. Now, I don't know the address to it, but I know it's there because I read it. I'm not one to say, oh, John 3:21, this is what it says. I'm one of those type of people. I don't always quote the Bible word for word when, I know I read it a lot. I know it, and I'm just not one of those people that do quote the addresses. So anyway, but a new day must represent all things that are new. A new day must represent a new mindset, a new attitude, a fresh start. Yes. For those of us that have done things we are not proud of, forgive yourself. It's a new day. For those of us that have not done the things that we thought we should have done, and we may have felt like we missed the opportunity to do what we really wanted to do, it's a new day. It is a new day to try again. It is a new day to start again. It is a new day. If you started a new diet or you started working out and you dropped the ball and you started a goal and you didn't finish, it's a new day. Just keep going. It's a new day to do something new, try again, press forward, progress again. It's a new day. And I'm so glad I'm talking about new because it's Resurrection Sunday. And I know some of y'all are not going to be listening today, and that's cool, but I just want you to know that I'm here. I'm here talking about this, and I'm so glad I decided to talk about newness. This inspirational quote was something that I wrote yesterday, Saturday, and I said, I usually don't do inspirational quotes on Sundays, but you know what? I'm going to do this one. But like I said, it is so important that you focus on the new. It's amazing how when you open your eyes in the morning, when you're asleep and you open your eyes, as soon as you open your eyes, the first thought that comes to your mind, think about it. Think about this. The first thought that comes to your mind when you open your eyes, it can shape your entire day. That first thought. Now, when you open your eyes and you get a crazy thought, you start thinking about a bill or you start thinking about something that's crazy, just reject it. Just reject it and remind yourself that it's a new day. It's a new day, a new beginning. Look, we can't get back yesterday. We can't get back what happened last week, 2 months ago. We can't get that time back. So this is a new day. I'm kind of slowing my words a little bit while I'm talking because I'm thinking about so many things at one time. And this topic, this inspirational quote about that word new, it represents so many things. Just think about it. Some people that just started their relationship with God, they are now new creatures. Why are they new creatures? Because once you start a prayer life with God, you become new. Yes, you become new. You become new. You everything about you starts to change. You start a new spiritual journey. I could think about the time in my life when I started praying more often. I was about 18 years old, and I noticed the new things that started to happen in my life. I began to see the world differently. I began to talk different. I began to act different. And all of it represented new. So just remember this. Every day you wake up, you have a new opportunity to do something better, to do something new, and to experience something you have never experienced before. Doing this podcast is something new to me. I did a little radio in the past, just a little bit. I've done a little public speaking, yes. But doing this podcast, it's all still new to me. And when you are doing something new, it's a blessing in it because you get to become and be something that you've never been. And in the midst of it, you start learning new things about yourself. I used to be a person that didn't like to speak in front of a large crowd. I used to be very timid and I just didn't like to speak to a large crowd. I would get really, really nervous. And now, of course, I'm not nervous, but, I do it without thinking about it now. So remember to focus on the new and walk in what is new, to experience what is new. And you do that first by taking on new thoughts. Because if you tell yourself, I want to change, I want to experience something new, then it has to start according to how you think, to develop new habits, and then you will see new manifestations of different things around you. A lot of us, we do things repetitively, and we do things with a routine because that's just what we do. But when you want to experience something new, you got to do something you've never done before. And every day you wake up is an opportunity to do something new. At the start of the day, whether it's prayer or meditation or whatever it is you do to start your day, do it with the thoughts of projecting something new for you. Every single day is a new day to do something new. Like I said earlier, anything from your past that's old, if it does not serve you to help you, if it does not serve you to guide you or to bless you or to provide anything that is good for you in any capacity, then get rid of it. All things from the past must only serve us wisdom and knowledge for today. Anything that you have gone through that wasn't good, don't sit around and bask in it and think about it all day, all the time. Don't do that. You hurt yourself when you sit around and think about all the things that wasn't good, all the things that happened to you. Don't do that. A person that does that becomes a victim of circumstance. Something that happened to you 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. You can't go back. You only can live in the now. It is healthy to live in the now. It is healthy to be present in the now. But living and focusing on something that happened 10 years ago and having an attitude of, they did that to me. Oh, I remember they did that. They hurt me. And I look at them today and they remind me of how they hurt me. No, you're not supposed to do that. Because it's a new day. It's a new day. The clock is constantly moving forward without our permission. Newness is constantly moving, constantly. And we have to jump right in the middle of it and project it and be it new. Because living in the past will not benefit you. And holding on to old stuff that doesn't serve you anything good, it's not going to help you. The past was our teacher to grant us wisdom and knowledge and understanding. We are not supposed to carry our past like a luggage or backpack. And whenever we want to think about something, we just pull it out and start thinking about it. No, we're not supposed to do that. Control your thought life and focus on the new. You can do it. It's a new week coming. I pray God's blessings and prosperity and goodness be all around you so that you can remember to focus on the new. Because it's a new day, it's a new time, and God even has something new for you. But you gotta receive it. And you gotta focus on the new. Think about fresh air. Think about clean, fresh air. Doesn't that feel good? Just think about it. Just think about clean, fresh air blowing on your face. Just think about that for a second. Doesn't that feel good? Well, that's what newness is. Clean, fresh, new. Just for you. God woke you up this morning to give you all that is new. So, it's all up to you. Focus on what is new. And that is my inspirational quote. I appreciate you for taking the time to tune in to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. I enjoy talking to you, sharing my views, sharing my inspirational quotes and all that good stuff. You know, sometimes people say, oh, well, what you say is not always what everybody would agree upon or think about. Guess what? I do not expect for everyone to agree with me. We all have different minds. We all have different backgrounds, right? And it's all good. But guess what? If I have a good piece of cake and I decide to share it with you, wouldn't you be glad that I shared it with you? A nice, good piece of cake. Or it might not be cake. It might be cookies. Or just something that you like that tastes good. Something that tastes good. If I shared it with you, wouldn't you like that I shared it with you? Well, that's what SB Favorite Thinking Podcast is. I'm sharing something with you that is good. I don't do any gossip or negativity here. So for the people that, that may say, oh, well, your views are, look, everybody has a right to their opinion. And SB Favorite Thinking Podcast is about all that is good. That's it. And you can't go wrong when you are gravitating to all that is good. You can't go wrong with that. Oh, no, you can't. No. So I pray that you have a good week, a prosperous week, and be filled with absolute goodness the rest of the day. Make sure that you just keep your mind where it needs to be the best you can be, because you can. You can do that. When something gets in the way, you just step right over it as if it's not even happening. You can do that. We all are a work in progress. But when we choose to do good, it can just spread. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you listeners. And make sure you share this podcast with others. And don't forget to pray. Prayer is important. meditate when you need to, and do what you have to do to take care of your spirit, man. Well, if you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can shoot me an email, let me know what you think, give me some feedback, and just talk to me a little bit. Let me know what you would like for me to cover on this podcast. I enjoy the feedback from the listeners. It's good. It's good stuff. So you need encouragement. I need encouragement too. So let's encourage each other. Also, if you would like to give to the podcast, one more time, you can give at Cash App, $ SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. I appreciate your support and your donations. Be a blessing to the podcast. We got to keep going. And I need your help to just keep on going. So be a blessing and give to the podcast. And make sure you share this podcast with others. And lastly, subscribe to me wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be covering different content on YouTube, so subscribe there, because if you're listening to me on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Audible, there's content on YouTube that may be different. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like, and share the podcast with others. I appreciate you, listeners, and I will be talking to you again soon. And don't forget, project what is good and do something new. You have a good day.